I'm going to take some time to do a rather serious video now on a very serious topic. A lot of thought, is what this will consist of anyway. So we are nearly 1 year now into Frank White's newest county executive run. And as you know, or may or may not know, being a county resident for 3 years is one of the requirements for being a county executive. And so, with that, who might be the next county executive? Again, it's a little premature thinking, but based on what seems to be important to voters, I have compiled a list of who I think could be our future county executive. Again, this is very serious because obviously the next county executive, will be very important anyway. And so, some things are clear. Obviously, they will have to at least file as a Democrat. We all know that. They need to be a well-known sports figure. That seems to be the most important thing to Jackson County voters, or at least involved in local sports somehow. Preferably a former player, or even current player, but preferably a former player, ideally. And as much time with the Chiefs and or Royals, as possible, or the Chiefs or Royals as possible. And any awards or noteworthy statistics that would make them more well known is definitely a bonus. And obviously, no plan for any change. Their campaign, at least for the county, obviously would be irrelevant to what's important. And so, with that, again, they would have to be a resident for at least 3 years, and some of these folks are already residents, and so that really wouldn't matter. But with that said, let me go ahead and go with my countdown there. Again, these are in no particular order. Just, who might be our next county executive? Number 1, Jeff Montgomery. All right, Jeff would obviously need to file as a Democrat. His campaign focus would be that he played nearly his entire career with the Kansas City Royals. Qualifications for county executive include the fact that he led the league in saves in 1993 for the Kansas City Royals. He was a 3-time All-Star, and obviously the plans that he has for the county would be irrelevant. Number 2, Rick Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe is the first of a couple of potential candidates that already have the first requirement fulfilled, as they are currently, for some reason, Jackson County resident already. Sutcliffe actually played 18 years in Major League Baseball, but unfortunately none of them were with the Royals, so I don't know how that would affect his campaign any. So he is not tremendously well known in Kansas City despite being a local resident of Kansas City. But he was a 3-time Cy Young Award winner and the 1979 Rookie of the Year, so he had a very successful major league career. Obviously, his plans for the county would be irrelevant, and he would need to file as a Democrat. Number 3, Freddie Patek. Freddie is well known locally because he is already not only a Jackson County resident, but he played on the Royals for 9 years. He was a 3-time All-Star, all of which was with Kansas City. Obviously, he would need to file as Democrat again, and his plans for the county would be irrelevant, though who knows, he might have some good ideas. He was known as one of the shortest players in Major League Baseball history at only 5'5". Number 4, Denny Matthews. This is a little bit of a different spin on things, as Denny Matthews was not a player for the Kansas City Royals, but he was actually a broadcaster, and a very long-time broadcaster at that. So his voice is well known, and his name is well known in the local sports world. He has been the Royals broadcaster since 1969, and crazy enough, his contract ends in 2023. He would obviously need to file as a Democrat, but already popular in Kansas City, and his plans for Jackson County, as far as the voters are concerned, would be irrelevant. Number 5, Willie Wilson. Willie is another local resident. He played for 19 years in Major League Baseball, and 14 of them were for the Royals. He was a two-time All-Star and a member of the 1985 World Series champion team, an American League batting champion in 1982. And to add to his campaign, he won the stolen base title in 1979. Obviously, his plans for the county would be irrelevant and he would need to file as Democrat, but plenty of strong things for his campaign that he accomplished during his Major League Baseball career. Number 6, Hal McRae. Obviously, Hal would need to file as Democrat. I best remember him as being the manager of the Kansas City Royals. He had a long baseball career, though, including 15 years with the Royals and over 2,000 career hits. Obviously, his plans for the county would again be irrelevant. So, Hal, how would you fix this assessment issue currently going on?
No, don't ask me all these stupid ass questions. No. And the God, all these stupid ass questions every night. Find the I hit Brett for Miller. Miller started the game. He's playing against left-handed pitchers. Brett is not playing against left-handed pitchers. Find the I bat for Miller. You think I'm a goddamn fool? I'm tired of all these ass questions every night. And stay out here asking all these dumb ass questions. Stupid. Suckers. Ask me that stupid ass shit every night. Stupid ass. I'm not taking no shit off. You guys are not taking no shit off the players. I'm sick and tired. I'm fed up with everything. No shit from you guys, no shit from you players. And they can do any thing they want to do. I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Number 7, anyone with the last name Mahomes. Whomever this might be, obviously, they would need to file as Democrat, and their plans would be extremely irrelevant for what they planned on doing with the county. Their last name would obviously be Mahomes, and everybody would assume that they were associated in one way or another with the Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, and they would be a surefire win for County Executive, with most likely the victory party occurring at a local Whataburger. Number 8, Frank White? So if Frank White were to run again, do we think that he would get beat? Well, that's a good question. We voted him in again last year, even though it was pretty much known to everybody that was paying attention that we would be going through exactly what we are currently going through right now. And who knows, maybe his son could run. He could continue the tradition there, and maybe Frank White's son could run for county executive. But we just know that a lot of voters vote on name recognition only, which is one of the many reasons why Frank White got voted back in, and one of the reasons why I did this video. A lot of these guys, or all of these guys, have name recognition and would probably, even though this is a joke, do pretty well on the ballot. And you can bet Frank White, even though we're going through what we are going through again with all of the non-voters and the name recognition, he would probably be a tough person to beat as well. Sounds like some things need to change in Jackson County.